get better people, get the culture going. You know, if you get better people, then we obviously will create a better player.
The main focus for us is we said we were focusing obviously the fitness, the conditioning, the skills, the on-the-field stuff it's one thing, but for us, main focus this year is to establish a nice culture where everybody buys into the culture, and I think that will give us a competitive edge, especially when you have new players coming in, quality players going to other clubs. For us to establish that new culture within the team. And then obviously if you check the boxes, your conditioning, your attack, your detail on the fence, I think you'll be unstoppable.
Good afternoon and welcome to the United Gemsbokkies Park here in the heart of Olympia. Of course, one of the oldest rivalries taking place right here in the heart of Windhoek. I'm talking about none other than the white versus the blue, and there you have the white in your shots. Of course, the legendary Miss Auntie Nance, one of the oldest players to don the jersey of any team in this country. Well, joining me in the commentary booth is, of course, none other than Manetti Naves.
Hi CJ, how are you doing?
Good, great to have you here. Of course, women empowerment. We've got an all-ladies commentating team on this all-ladies match. We're only missing the ladies referees.
That's right. Of course, I was actually looking at that earlier and I was like, when are we going to equip some ladies refs?
We're going to get there very soon, hopefully. First, some of these players need to retire. One step at a time, one step at a time. Well, Manetti, a big game here on, of course, in front of us as we see the lineup for the United ladies. Of course, the home side. This time not led by Geraldine Lowe de Klerk as usual. She is this time officially just acting as the coach in this role. Last year she played a very crucial role as coach and captain. This time around just the coach. But player number 9, Bishita Matude, you really need to look out for that sniper. She's one exciting player. Of course, Captain Ravoni de Klerk, also a former national player. Very much a lot of talent that comes through her ranks as well. Not to miss out on Roberta Fabio in jersey number 15. Of course, a classic player. Of course, jersey in both 15s and 7s for the likes of Namibia. When we get to the forwards, of course, Shade Langendorf, also not a shy one when it gets to the women's game. Now talking about Wondrous, of course, another action-packed team lineup here. Starting off with, of course, Daphne Baseku, one of the household names in the white jersey ever since they started. Down the line as well in the loose forwards, we've got the likes of Memri Shivikwa, also a very strong runner, and Shade Ayman coming all the way from Rehoboth. So, like I said, there's Shade Ayman with jersey number 8, and just in front of her with the red is, of course, Aunt Nance, and better known as Rachel van Wyk. That is definitely a player that we need to keep our eyes on. Of course, Manetti, something that excites me as well is this is an all-women's coaching team as well. Geraldine Lowe on the one side for the Blues, and on the whites we've got Janice Beekers.
Of course, I mean, we've seen internationally that ladies teams have now moved into having an all-ladies coaching staff, and I think at the end of the day, that's what we want to see. And I think it's so interesting to see Geraldine on the coaching side today and not on the pitch itself. I know that she has aspirations to coach beyond just club level, so I guess this is an exciting season for her.
Definitely. So it's an exciting season indeed. One way she can focus on that coaching role, ever so crucial for United. We saw how crucial it was, of course, earlier on this year. We had a taste of what to expect in the Women's League.
That's right.
And it is United that walked away with some bragging rights when it gets to the 10-a-side rugby. And that was none other than United taking that one. So what are we looking forward to today, Manetti? What are some of the things that we can earmark for our viewers in terms of these two clashing?
Yes, I definitely think that Wanderers have gone back and done their homework. I think that they have taken what they needed to learn from the 10s. I'm sure that they've got a feel of the united structure, the game that they play. But most importantly, I am expecting Wanderers to really just give us an exceptional display of rugby today. I believe that United is definitely not going to let their title go. I think the bragging rights came with an opportunity to say, hey, listen, we are the leaders of the pack this year. And I think that moving forward, you would want to see that being challenged from a Wanderer side. So definitely just an amazing display of rugby today. I think obviously, like we've mentioned, the likes of Auntie Nance, the famous Auntie Nance, we want to see much more from her today. I think that we've seen what she can bring to the pitch. We've seen what she can do. But most importantly, I'm really excited to see Ravani de Klerk. She has every season come back stronger than the previous season. I'm really excited to see what she can bring to the pitch today.
Definitely so. And a little birdie told me earlier on that, of course, a few of the players that played for United, de Klerk's sister, as well as some of the girls that played for Oceans and such, are in Germany watching on none other than MBC's YouTube channel. If you are leaving, of course, the house, don't be despaired. You will be able to follow the game as we bring it to you on MBC Plus as well as our YouTube channel. So make sure that you tune in and catch a glimpse of what to expect there. We see, of course, the Wanderers ladies just basking in the shadows. Of course, it is a bit of a heated day here out here. Manetti and I spoke a bit earlier. It gives the pitch a bit of a break.
Yes.
We've been experiencing some good and very blessed rains over the last week or two.
Definitely.
Now, Manetti, talk to us about we know that Wanderers last season, they missed out on the final when it gets to the league. That was a United-UNAM clash. However, when it got to the Gold Cup, it looked like a revised Wanderers side, and they came back and they clinched the victory. They actually drew with UNAM on home turf, and a week later, they played in the final in the Gold Cup and managed to beat UNAM. But, however, UNAM still the reigning league champions 3 times in a row. Hey?
Wow. I mean, of course, we want to see a challenge. We want to see a different team taking the throne for a change. But I mean, if you can hold on to the throne, why not? I think with this Wanderer side, they've definitely shown us in the Gold Cup that they can and they will. And I think they've come back much stronger this year. You can just see their attitudes, their demeanor, the way they carry themselves. I was having a look at them during the warm-up, and I could not but notice how focused they are. So obviously today we would want to see, after the teams, we would want to see a different Wanderer side. We want to see a stronger Wanderer side, a Wanderer side that does not just participate but really compete. It would be very interesting to see what they can bring to the league this season after they have won the Gold Cup.
Definitely so. And what a place to kick it off. None other than a derby to get us going. As I said in the introduction, of course, 110 years celebrated by the United club this year, while Wanderers is short on their heels with 105. Of course, they turned 100 in 2020. So both of these Centurion teams bringing all those expertise, and great to see them also adapting, as we see Bishita Matuze, the sniper from United, leading the way for, of course, the first and opening match of this 2026 season. And right behind them is, of course, Mandy van Staden, the captain, the former captain of the national team as well. And she leads out the charge for the opposition in white for today. I don't know about you, Manetti, but my heart is beating in my keel. In some funky Afrikaans Namblish ///. Also interesting to see right on the opposite end of Shade there was Yannicka Lawrence. Now, Yannicka also played a pivotal role in women's development in the recent years, and she took a year or two that she went out of the country, but she's back, and she slots right back in to the white jersey, of course, in jersey number 26 for today, Yannicka Lawrence.
I think that's amazing. You don't want to see people leave, come back, and then ask the question of where are they now. So it's amazing for me to see that she's really slot back into it, and that she's ready to kick off the season with this Wanderer side that obviously is not foreign to her.
Definitely so. So we see Ravoni de Klerk with the ball in hand, and will kick off literally the 2026 season right here at Gemsbokkies Park. Great kick over just the heads of Mandy van Staden there, and the chase is good. Mandy still staying strong on her feet, and eventually brought to ground there by Richardine Gaia, of course, one of the players to also look out for the day. And we can see Demitha Wagner already pouncing hard for Wanderers, and the forwards getting involved in this. Now the back line out to the left, it is Yankees, and it's immediately a turnover for United. A good first account here. They say you don't win the war by not winning the victories, and a bit of an error there from the likes of Bishita trying to kick, but she didn't really get any placing to her foot. Beseku with the carry now. Wagner out to Van Staden. It's the likes of Daniela Beekers now. Great carry, wins another 10 meters for the Wanderers side. Sends it out to the right-hand side. Now Jannica Lawrence, what can she do? Sends it over the top. And now Jonah van Staden. We've got two Van Stadens on the team sheet here for Wanderers. Not related at all. Beautiful tackle there by the sniper. Beautiful, beautiful tackle. Seems that she could have maybe just got a bit of a knock there on the posts. But good start here. Very physical off the bat, Manetti.
Yes, definitely. I'd like to mention that I'm seeing a lot of physicality from Bishita. She obviously is a very crucial part to this team, and it's amazing to see that from both ends there's a lot of physicality.
Definitely so. And there we have Shade Langendorf just throwing the ball in, and off the bat you got Captain Fantastic, and there de Klerk with a 1-2 step. Oh, big run here in center field. Those are the things that, of course, Natasha van Wyk brings to this match up in the center field for the likes of the Blues. And now it's Wanderers side that can actually get that penalty right back around about the same area that we saw the likes of United just earlier on. Lawrence with the clearance kick finds touch just outside the 22-meter area. You can see you also have the coaches right now. There, Geraldine gives over the flag. With the ladies' matches, we don't have touch judges. It's, of course, up to the teams to get the touch judges, as there's so many rugby games across the country. And now Beeker's turn to feed the first line out. Ball finds Shade Ayman. Very physical player, very rugged player. Will take the game to you. Van Staden now. Lawrence. Yankees. Out to Van Staden. Pass is on. First try of the 2026 season. And it goes to none other than, of course, Harases. And what a try there on the right-hand wing. Naves, just want to mention that this is a brand new player.
That is insane. I mean, the way that she protects the ball, the way that she runs into the spaces, and that she scores the opening try as a brand new player, for me is insane. And this is what we want to see. It goes beyond just rugby, it's culture. I mean, if a brand new player can come in and score an opening try in a derby, that is something to always be proud of. Of course, that's a conversion.
Yes, 7 points on the board for Wanderers. United still in on the 0. I think our graphics team just switched it around there. United currently 0, Wanderers on 7. And that was a good kick from, of course, Jonah van Staden. Also joined Wanderers team last season, as we see de Klerk getting us restarted here again. a bit of loss of control here and there, Manete. You think the nerves are still settling in? Of course, it is a new season, new pressures.
Yeah, I think the game is very early. I think, as you've mentioned, the season jitters are still very much alive, and I think as soon as they get over this first half, I think we can expect to see an amazing display of rugby. I think these goals right now are obviously so focused on just getting the ball in hand, getting the ball in play, and you can clearly see that they're so afraid to make those mistakes. But I mean, you have to make them to get past them, because only then you'll be able to really get into the game and really understand that, okay, we're going to find each other as a team. And once they've done that, I think that it's going to be a smooth sail on both ends.
As we still see the ball with Wanderers here, Daphne Paseku again on the attack. And strong physicality here between these two teams. Wagner sends it out to Gordon Swai.
I think it's so interesting, CJ, to see that the possession has been with Wanderers from the kickoff moment.
And at this point in time, it's up to United to put in a hard fight to try and regain possession of that ball. Out to the right-hand side for Shade Iman. Big forearm there.
What a carry.
Big feet, great strides to gain some extra meters. Now United under pressure here. They need to shift the back line quickly. Jonah van Staden, this looks like a deja vu experience. Steps 1, steps 2, dots it down. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonah van Staden.
I mean, that was excellent. That was amazing. Such a team effort from Wanderers over here. I think it's so interesting to see how smoothly that backline runs. We haven't seen that in a very long time when it comes to the women's rugby. I need to mention that this coaching side has done really well with Wanderers.
As we see Jonah van Staden stepping up in their new white and red strip. Of course, official sponsors, Checkers. Slots it. Doesn't make it just short. 15, of course, 12 points to 0. There's just another look, step 1. Oh, show dummy.
Twinkle toes.
Twinkle toes, and that is a battle between the 15s. Great timing there by Yankees. Gives it out to Van Staden. Just a nice step and big effort still there from the defensive side of United. It is all up to United to try and fight their way back now. Not to lose control of this game completely. We have seen their class and what they are able and capable of doing. As the ball goes out to the right-hand side, Paseku once again. Big carry from her. Takes a couple of United players, and we see de Klerk being the jackal of the night. But unfortunately, just doesn't come away this time around. And there are options for for Wanderers at this point in time, but it seems they will be turning to the likes of Lawrence. Once again, a very experienced kicking boot to carry them downfield. Oh,
what a kick.
Oh, what a kick.
What a kick.
What a kick.
CJ, that is exactly what we want to see.
Very big kick there. Opportunity missed perhaps by United. They could have sent someone down the line a bit further, but
Definitely.
Opportunity grabbed by Yannicka Lawrence.
Exactly. And I mean, this is definitely what you want to see from a Wanderer side coming into a season opener, that being a derby, after having come second to United at the 10s. This is what you want to see. You want to see them come back strong, dominating from the start. I mean, United will definitely have to defend their bragging rights today.
Looks like there's advantage being played for Wanderers in this instance. Lawrence gets through 1, gets through 2, sends it out to Yankees. Bit messy, but she controls it. Options to the left. It's now Shivikwa. Memory Shivikwa brought down eventually there by the likes of course, Morgan. And the high tackle call from the referee. He'll come back for, it looks like Wagner wants to go for a quick tap. She does. Sends it out to the left. Daniela Bierkes. Bierkes crashes over. Bierkes adds another 5. And Wanderers well on their way with 3 tries in the bag.
This is amazing. I think it's so interesting to see that they don't just have the possession, but they execute and they finish it off. I think it's so important to note that United, though, do make such a huge effort with their defensive line. I think they're just missing slightly some gaps that they need to fill.
So United at this point needs to just find their composure, just get back into the game. They showed earlier this year what they're able and capable of doing. And I'm sure Coach Geraldine Lowe is exactly reiterating that and making sure that her team can calm down and just refocus and get back into it. There's another look, sends it out to the left-hand side, quick tap, catches Bonita Joseph sleeping, and a bit of a high tackle there from Bonita. I think if she just went a bit lower. It could have made a big impact. It looks like Pishita Matude also got a bit of a bump there on the head in the collision. But at this point in time, another deja vu kick here from United. This is the fourth time they'll be kicking off the ball. Yankee spills it to the back, collects it. Gaia on the chase, Gaia on the hunt, and does so successfully. Wagner, Bierkes steps 2.
CJ, I need to mention that United has obviously made a little bit of some rookie mistakes over here, but Wanderers has really come in and they've capitalized on that. And I think we really want to see more of that from United as well. I mean, their kicks are amazing. They start off really great, but somewhere it's like they're just not finding one another, and that chemistry is a little lost between the two sides.
At this point in time, of course, the score is 17 in favor of the Wanderers ladies here at the first game of the season. As we see Bierkes sending out the ball again to the right-hand side, just not finding hands, communication lacking. And we've got Harises down the wing again, brand new player. And she's fighting, staying in the fight. Very good fighting there, making sure players get to her. Out to Gordon Schweig. Stole the ball with the likes of Wanderers. Sends it out. Now it is Francesca van der Merwe. She stays well on her feet, but too strong from, of course, Ruud in the United #1 jersey. If you can't go around them, go over them. And but well done there by Gaia. Nothing as good as seeing a smaller player putting a bigger player down on the ground. Another opportunity here. Steps 1, steps 2. Oh, so close to the try line. And it is a try. No, it isn't. On the right-hand side, Mandy van Staden. Now it's a try. Crashes over in the right-hand corner.
CJ, are you telling me that Hara says this is the first time on a pitch for her?
As far as I know.
It does not look like it. That just speaks to the coaching that's been taking place. And it's amazing to see, especially because it's a ladies coaching team. We've seen what the men can do. And I'm just so happy to see that we're moving into times where coaches can take a player that has never played and turn things around and actually have a winger of such a magnitude.
Definitely so. We see the likes of Van Staden once again, as I said last year, coming into a new season as well, so fairly new player. Strikes it. Oh, just too short again. Just out of her range for now. Definitely something that she will take to the drawing board. And because at the end of the day, every point counts. Just another look at that. Mandy van Staden, the captain, taking a quick trap. Steps one, goes around Ruud and dots it down on the right-hand corner. Wanderers now on a steady pace here. More than a point a minute. 22 points after 15 minutes played. Gives it out again. Yankees now. Steps one, steps two. Ruud does well to get a hand on the jersey. And I think there will be a knock-on call here from, unfortunately, there by memory. And it will come down to a United ball. This is where they need to settle now, Manete.
I think it's very interesting to see that you know, it's very crucial to focus on those little mistakes, because as you mentioned, every point counts, and it's based off these mistakes that we've seen Wanderers actually capitalize. But right now, obviously, them having a knock and seeing how the scrum goes, we will try and see how United then bounces back from this. Of course not.
Big push there by United, but Wanderers gets away with the ball there. Couldn't see on the opposite end. The referee was in a better position, and he says play on. And at this point in time, a bit of a messy situation that we find ourselves in here. But Van Staden tries to slow it down, gets a team to restructure. Ayman at the back of the pod, gives it to Beekes. Beekes out to Buseku. Ruud with the tackle, slips it. Eventually brought down.
And that's a steal from United.
Big steal there. Ruud with the carry. Gaia with options, sends it out to the right-hand side. Still the ball and opportunity here. Now Roberto Fabio. This is Fabio's type of gameplay. Loose ball, attacks it. Still ball available for United. Does well to keep it. Just unfortunately lost the momentum, but ball still for United. There you have the sniper. That is what she's doing well at. Quick tap and go. Jonah van Staden with the tackle. Roberto Fabio in action once again. And opportunity knocking for United. Chance here for Van Wyk. Gives it out to Gaia. Just misses that ball. Slipped a tackle there by the likes of Nuyoma. Oh, nice hands here. Out to, of course, Matthias. Shade Ayman attempts to make that tackle. Missed opportunity there as well. Now it's the referee just trying to get them to calm a bit down. Ball goes to the right. Small paces, small carries, small victories. The sniper once again. Bishita leading from the front. And now Fabio. Step one, step two. Again, small victories here. Small distances gained. Wanderers line looks solid. Out to the left-hand side. And now an opportunity. Opportunity here for the likes of United. It is, of course, the likes of Van Wyk who crosses. Holding on is the call. So it's a penalty. They'll come back. The sniper. Is she tapping quickly? She taps quickly. Sends it out. Sends it out. Still there. An opportunity. Ball not reached the line yet. There you have a clear view of it. Now it's life and death for United. This is the moment to get them back into the game. Sniper by the end of that. Low action, and it seems that the sniper strikes again.
And of course it's Bishita.
Bishita Maduve, of course, leading from the front. One of the smallest players on the pitch with the biggest heart.
It's amazing to see that from the moment of the scrum. I mean, they had a big push in the scrum, and after that they've gotten some momentum. I think that really boosted their confidence. I think it's really amazing to see that the backline can flow smoothly. I think it's, as I mentioned earlier, they just needed to find one another.
A good try there. Of course, we saw them attacking all the way from that turnover ball in the opposite end of their half. And they kept on pushing, a few loose balls, but kept it going. Roberto Fabio, such an instrumental player in the build-up to this try. And now de Klerk with the kick. Strikes it. Unfortunately, does not slot it through. So the score will remain on 5 points to 22. But United fighting back. This is possibly the fight back. As we just have another look at how that try came about. Look at Bashita. Fakes it and dives. Fakes it and dives over.
She's such an amazing player. I need to mention that she honestly has this poise to her play. She takes a breath, and before she executes, she thinks about what she executes. And I think that's very important, especially in such a key position.
Definitely so. And we see Van Staden now with the kicking duties. A bit of scenery change here on the opposite end. What can United do here? Ball is literally in their court. It's all up to them. Big, strong run here from the back. Of course, we saw Matthias also just having that quick run down the line earlier on. What a breakthrough. Wanderers defense caught napping there. It's out to the right-hand side. Bonita Joseph. Big carry, big tackle there. It's out to the right-hand side. And we did mention that this is a personal fight. Look at Van Wyk again. Look at Van Wyk. Keep an eye on her. Van Wyk, you can't miss the ponytails.
She's
really, that is like
a trademark.
The trademark. It's where the strength lies. And there's Fabio again, always around the ball, always around the attacking area. That is the type of 15 you want. Always in a position to strike. And pair that with Bashita, and you've got a cracking team in the back. We've got the likes of de Klerk. Goes in alone, unfortunately. Well done there by Shade Ayman. Grabs the ball back for the Wanderers ladies. Now an opportunity for them.
CJ, we've been waiting to see some momentum from this United side, and now that we have, I think we can clearly see what they are capable of. And I think obviously with Wanderers having had that first momentum from the get-go, I think it's clear that obviously United falls on the back end of this, but I do think that they can still show us something.
I do think it never counts a team out just yet. The whistle hasn't gone yet. And it does seem like it went for a penalty. Just seems that they'll come back for a penalty there for Wanderers. And it looks like Gordon Schwai on the ground, Manuela. And Lawrence with a strike again, sends the ball down the touchline. And there you have Lawrence in your screen. Of course, one of the very first players to ever play for the national team in this country. She donned the 10th jersey in their first match in 2013 as they took on the likes of Botswana on the Hagegeinkop Stadium. And she was also the first one to score a try, Manetti. So, an iconic player, as we see the likes of Auntie Nance coming onto the field. Jersey number 3. Definitely have to keep an eye out on her, ladies and gentlemen. 50 plus years old right there. And let's see you that age is just a number.
It's so amazing to see, as we say, Auntie Nancy. Obviously, she's got our respect. She's got the respect of the rugby fraternity. And I think it's so amazing to see that she still shows all of us that this is what can be done.
Talk about what can be done. Hands from Wanderers. Beautiful hands again. Yankees down the line. And look at Wagner. Look at Wagner doing a snipe on her own. But Roberto Fabio's like, where do you think you're going?
Of course. And as I've mentioned, what a physical game from both ends. This United defensive side have really shown what they can do.
If Ray Dillon was here, he would say, Hoka sto pilori. That's exactly what Roberta Fabio was thinking when she saw the likes of Wagner coming down that wing.
You ain't going nowhere.
Shade Langendorf, of course, also a coach at Sederhof for the ladies at Sederhof Primary School. So the ladies giving back and really getting involved in the women's game and trying to create opportunities for the players or for the youngsters, the type of opportunities they could never have. And we see United still with the ball, still an opportunity to get out of this danger area. This is the death zone. by coaches would call this the death zone. You don't play in this area, but United feeling gutsy. As we see, what a wraparound there by Roberto Fabio. Look at that IQ. Pops it up to Bashita Matuze. Bashita steps one, pops it out to Roberto Fabio. That just knocks it on. Unfortunately there, but what a stint by those two.
I mean, they are such a dynamic duo.
Goosebump moments. Can somebody call KFC? I got some good quality chicken for them right here. Goosebump moments right here at the Gemsbokkies Park. If you're not here, you got about another 40 minutes to get down here and to really come watch some quality women's rugby action. Oh, what a beautiful stint there by those two. Unfortunately, ball goes to the ground. And it seems like, of course, Antnens, this is her first scrum, replacing the likes of Manuela. She was down and getting some medical attention at some point. And great to see the action here at the Gemsbokkies Park. Good push there again from United, but it comes out, knock on there by Wagner. Opportunity gone to waste. We could see Mandy van Staden and the likes of Wagner just teaming up there. And yeah, it's another opportunity here for United. We've seen what they can do playing with the ball from their own half. They're not scared to do that. I think that is something they've done for a very long time. As long as the United club has existed, they are not known for a team that would kick down. They would rather tap and go. They would rather stick to physicality. And that shows their class at this point in time. Bishita picks it up.
And I think that's their first successful scrum.
There we have it. Bishita's on the attack again, just off camera. And it's a big hit there, but the ball still gets out. Van Wyk now. Van Wyk sends it out to Gaia. Gaia gives it to De Klerk. De Klerk now need to be watched. Out to the left-hand wing. Opportunity, pops it up to Fabio. Fabio steps one, turns a U-turn. I think we must call the officer. I think that was an illegal U-turn there. And great running by Fabio, really just trying to keep the ball alive, keeping United in this fight.
I need to say that between her and Bashita, I think that they've honestly shown that they are a crucial part in this team's performance in this specific match.
Unfortunate there for Van Wyk, just running in a bit high with that ball. It's not one of the things, that's a coach killer moment. Never run in with the ball that high. You will be snatched. There are thieves on the field, and they're all looking for the same thing.
Exactly, they all want to get their hands on the ball.
If you don't have the ball, you're either chasing it, or if you have the ball, you're the one protecting it. And at this point in time, if the team in blue has it, you'd best be watching out for the team in white and their thieves. You will see some very talented thieves out in a rugby field. I'm telling you, pickpocket is what now?
And I mean, Wanderers has shown us that they can quite steal the ball.
As we see, I think this is the danger lady on the ground. That would be a shame. I think it's just maybe a bit winded at this point in time. It's the likes of Roberto Fabio. We really don't like her to be out of this match. Oh, what a catch.
What a catch.
What an opportunity. Oh! What was that? Can we have a replay of that?
We need a replay.
But before that, another gather there. Madam, of course, Roberto Fabio back on her feet, steals the ball back.
Where did she come from?
Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come from? Oh, what a beautiful pass there, but good effort by Roberto Fabio to get back on her feet and help. Real gutsy play there by her.
I think she's shown us that she cannot be off the field.
She cannot. It gives us a bit of a Geraldine Low vibe. We know that Geraldine brought that sense of hunger, sense of pride to this team of United. And it's up to the players now to step up and do exactly that. Hurt is for who? Hurt is for what? If I can blink my eyes, we are good. Let's play.
I mean, the harder you go in, the less the pain.
The less it hurts. Exactly. So we see hard fight here. Francesca also there involved for the Wanderers side. The call is keep it up. If they do keep it up, this can be a turnover ball. But United does well. Wanderers looking steady with that line. Talk about a ruler. And out to the left-hand side. Big carry there again by Sunny. Even though it's a bit cloudy today. De Klerk opts to kick for the first time. Just relieve some pressure. But how quickly can Jonah van Staden create some chaos on the left-hand wing? Steps one. Fakes the pass. Talk about some class. What is going on? What? And I think in that opportunity of scoring the try, I think Roberta Fabio just got a knock to the head. She tried to make a dive on Jonah at the back. I really hope that doesn't mean she's out. But what a step there by Jonah van Staden. Clearly a player that you can't leave unattended to.
Of course. Talk about binne buite.
Binne buite. See you later.
No, she's definitely got the twinkle toes. I think she's just been struggling to really hit the post with her kicks. But, I mean, she's been a crucial part in every play leading up to the tries in this match.
I think her kicking tee is just a bit off. She just needs to calibrate it again. As we have another look at it, just looks like she was going to put it on her foot, and she just goes around. And there's that, just watch it. It's a shoulder to the head. As soon as Roberta Fabio went down and Jonah went down, they just collided there with their heads. And that's, I really, really don't hope that means Roberta Fabio's down. No, she seems to be back up on her feet. Here's another look at that pass. What? What is that? Can we please have Sherlock Holmes to investigate what is going on here?
That is not normal.
Auntie Nance, sorry Manette, I had to cut you off there. We can't not talk about Auntie Nance.
Of course.
Carrying that ball there. Out to the right-hand side. And now Memory Shivikwa. Big strides. Pops it out. Big timing there. Yankees. Kaya with the hit. Another one. Memory Shivikwa on the attack again. Talk about support running. She just made the break. Auntie Nance here with an opportunity. Throws it out to the left-hand side. Unfortunately, just out. Of course, to the front. Forward pass. Unfortunate there for, of course, Rachel van Wyk. If we're being the what is it? The mid. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to say. The words are there, ne? But they slipped the mind. So another opportunity here for United just to relieve some pressure. Manette, if this was you were in the situation. It's been 32 minutes that you've been on the defensive side. You've been getting strong hits from Wanderers. What do you do? You're back in the red zone. What do you do?
I think at this point, there is nothing that can be done but to defend that line. I think at the end of the day right now that we've seen United plays a very ball in hand type of rugby, but in that position, in the danger zone as we call it, I would just ease the stress from my team, from myself, and really see how can we get away from this danger zone.
We see Wanderers walking back for their defenses as United is pouncing on them. It's one pass after the other. And now Bonita Joseph. Hey, wie het gesê voort kan nie steppie. Kyk net daar. And goes down eventually. Out to the right-hand side. Big throw again, Van Wyk. Another key player in this game today for United. Very, very key player. Of course, jersey number 11 in the white. Of course, is Jürgen Meyer's sister. Just for those that have been following, of course, Jürgen Meyer's journey. He played for United, the under-20 team. He's also made his debut for the national team. But however, the biggest move for the season is him moving to the Blues. And tonight, or today, he faces his own old team.
That's so interesting because...
Very, very big moment for that young man. Opportunity here for United to relieve some pressure again. Just get them out of their half. And it's the likes of de Klerk just kicking it out into United's territory. We can see the crowd slowly but surely pushing in.
Yeah. I need to say it's such a... it's amazing to see the culture building around women's rugby in Namibia. I mean, 2 years ago it would be empty.
empty,
stands.
definitely. Now it's teams supporting teams. I must mention, of course, apart from this big derby taking place right in front of us, we do have the 2 debutantes. And a shout out to them, of course, Okahanya Highlanders and the likes of Coastal Women's Team in action today in Okahanya at Okahanya Park. So what a moment for them as well. And so the likes of Okahanja Park will be the host of that match. But Van Veek steps it again, doesn't get far enough this time around. And here's an opportunity on the wing. Fabio steps one, twice. Oh, it looks like she has had a bit of a knock 2 or 3 times now. Fabio has really been taking the knocks for United.
I mean, they always say hard on the pitch, body on the line. If you can't do that, this game is not for you.
Definitely not for you. Oof, talk about a big hit there. And we've got to say, de Klerk back on the ball as well. That hit just put United back 5 steps back again. Out to the right-hand side. Big push here. Big carry. Eventually brought to ground. Wanderers just waiting on where the ball will be going. To the right-hand side now. We have seen some big carries from the likes of United. Of course, Sunny has been involved. Volley James have been involved. Naomi has been involved. Shade Langendorf has been involved. And here an opportunity for the sniper to tap and go. Steps one, gets past. Oh, not really past Baseko. Just enough to get it out to Shade.
I mean, Baseko has proved today that she's a great wall of China. You cannot get past her.
Not at all. And options to the right. Are they going to go left? Yes, they do. Look at that quick reaction by Ayman. Not sure if she was offside there. Yeah, I think that's the call. Yeah, just a bit offside there from Shade Ayman. A bit too fast. A good opportunity. You can see the passionate management team. All women's management for the United ladies. And opportunity here on the right-hand side. It's Roberta Fabio. Roberta Fabio still going strong. Oh, tackle by Daniela Bierkes. Oh, Mandy van Staden. Oh, just holds the ball, and the turnover is good for Wanderers. But I just feel for United, especially for Fabio, that's been at it the whole game long. It's been 37 minutes, and she's been at it non-stop.
And it's just as if they can't find that little change, whatever they need to make, just to finish off that run. Because they make such a beautiful run all the way. The back line obviously have shown such character all the way to the try line. But yet they just don't finish.
And that brings us to the end of the first half. Of course, halftime here at the derby in the 2026 Namibia Rugby Union Women's League, and it's Wanderers leading the host 27 points to 5. What do you make of that first half, Manetti? Some highlights for you from either side, some things you think that the coaches will definitely need to talk to, as we see Shade, Ayman and Bonita Joseph just sharing a smile and a laugh there. Enemies on the pitch, friends off it.
Of course, I think definitely it's going to be a tough locker room session for the United side. I'm sure that whatever it is that they've been struggling to execute, I see that they struggle on their set pieces. I haven't really seen set pieces from the United side. I also just think that obviously they need to go back to the drawing board, really sit down and ask each other, how can we find ourselves in this next half? How can we execute that which we know we can? And then, of course, with the Wanderer side, them realizing that they should not take a back seat just because they are in the lead, because we've seen what this United side can do. I think from the Wanderers side, I think they just need to defend their lead right now.
Well, that is the first half for these two ladies. 27 points to 5 in favor of the team in white. It's the battle of the blue and white. and it's nowhere else that you would rather want to be than right here at Gemsbokkies Park in Olympia. It's a beautiful day, beautiful time. The clouds are gathering up. It's not too hot. And here's another look at those highlights. There's the first try coming on the right-hand wing. What a try there. Of course, new play on block. RSS, and she tries and scores over. Nice hands by Jonah van Staden. That has been instrumental for the Wanderers side. And here she is again, Binne Buite, and gives it out to the right-hand side, left-hand side, just to crash over. And an opportunity for herself as well. Steps one, steps two. Oh, and crashes over the line. Great action from Jonah van Staden early on in this match, setting the tone for Wanderers, and of course starting that 27-point victory over the first half in this match. Third try, of course, coming from the forwards, also having their say in this match, and it's Daniela Bekers that took a quick tap and go and just crashed over the line and got an additional 5 points. Jonah van Staden unfortunately just can't seem to be finding the likes of the conversion for Wanderers today. That conservation came fast. And we saw Mandy van Staden also crashing over, and there was Bashita Mathe, also the captain and sniper for the day, crashing over for United's only try thus far. I think a big talk will be needed at the half point for Team United to fight their way back. Of course, if it's possible for Wanderers to get 27 points, it's possible for United to fight their way back and do the same. Another look at Jonah getting her second for the day, and big clash there as she goes over that line between her and Roberta Fabio. A massive crash, unfortunately, and then some good action in general from these ladies. Well, don't move your feet. We'll be back after a short while. We'll just have a bit of a break. We need to re-strategize and take a water break here for me and Manetti. We'll see you in a bit.
Fire from Rugby, building 1-1 on Rugby. Painter getting a right field, left field. The referee, close proximity. Trying to see Gitumbwa, hit it again. Another victory. Victory! Victory!
Zero zero coming, 0-0. I think I see two twins with the tables, and I repeat, I think I see two twins with the tables, and I think it's number 2. I think it's number 2.
What's better than 1? 2. Get ready for Twin Turbo. Season 2 coming soon on NBC TV. Twin Turbo, double the power.
Welcome back, of course. Welcome back if you're just joining us. It is the match between Wanderers and United here at Gemsbokkies Park in Olympia. And it is 27 points to 5 after the first half. But United looking like they are a team that needs to rectify a few things and set the first half in the past. Great pickup there by De Klerk out to the left-hand side. Now an opportunity and bit of contact coming in there. What are things that you think was communicated to United heading into the second half, Manette?
I definitely think that they need to really sharpen up on those loose balls specifically. I think also playing the ball throughout from their 22 all the way through. I also think that obviously we've seen that their defense looks really great. I don't think we have a defense issue. I just think that just really knowing how to fill those gaps and to finish off, because they, as I've said, they've shown a good display of character all the way to the try line, and then they just struggle to find each other when they need one another just to finish off that try.
Big run there by Morgan just earlier on, and we see Laurentia Roynasi also on the pitch. We'll just need to see who she replaced for in the Wanderers jersey. And it seems that we've got Lisa Taugas also on the field. She also had a small knock already. And knock on coming from United. Missed opportunity. Ref just getting in the way there. And we almost played touches with the ref there. And again, Mr. Ref, these ladies are going to run you over. Jandiala Beek is hot on your heels as we see the opportunity to the right-hand side. Beseku, big run there. And a big gap spotted in United's defense. We also see Esmeralda Fuchs on the pitch for United as well in jersey number 3. Aunt Nance. They don't get tougher than her, I'm telling you. If you've ever tackled Aunt Nance, you'll know what I'm talking about. Doesn't get tougher than her.
I mean, she's always shown such a great display of character for this game. Like I said earlier, hard on the pitch, body on the line.
Manette, we know that she's been basically like the person that you could idolize, especially for the Rehoboth girls. But this year, making a shift to Wanderers, what do you think that means for her and just her future?
I think definitely it is good to be in a new environment, especially for Aunt Nance, someone that has come through the vines and come through the pathway all the way. And I mean, as you've mentioned, she's been such a role model for the Rehoboth girls, but I think this change will really show not just her journey, but all the other girls that you do have a future and you do have a place within the vast rugby community.
Definitely so. Anance there in jersey number 3 for Wanderers. Just keep an eye out for her somewhere along the line as we see Lauren stepping up. Just a turnover ball there. penalty going towards Wanderers. Can she get it? No. Van Wyk at the end of that kick gives it out to de Klerk. Hit comes from Van der Merwe. Knock on. And
CJ,
it will now be a Wanderers ball. Yes.
I need to say that I don't think United can still afford to be making these rookie errors. The knock-ons, the constant knock-on, I think that's the third one now from the United side, just in this half. I think we definitely need to see much more from them. They've definitely got to clean up.
There you have it, Nance on your screen. And this gave an opportunity for Wanderers to just push their pressure down the line. They're just inside the 22-meter area. And we have Shade on the just on the wrong side of the pitch there. Take it. We will forgive you for that one. Just a slip of concentration. And it's out to Van Staden. Gives it out to Shivekwa. Memory.
What a carry.
And big run. Gives it out to Tauchas. Madam Speedster herself. Gives a good run for Wanderers. Ball out and an opportunity there. Who's behind it once again? It's Gaia and the likes of Bishita Matuze. Not opting to challenge Jonah in the physicality, but opts to put it onto the boot. And they will need to come back just for that knock-on. And opportunity here for the United girls again. You've got Geraldine Lowe in your shot. 110 years. 1960. Imagine. Cho. Cho. It's baya yara.
I mean, that's legacy, and it speaks to where we still are today. And I mean, if we can come this far, how much further can we go?
I mean, this derby has grown from rugby to rugby and netball to rugby, netball and cricket. And on top of that, you've added some golf along the way. We've had some knoebel along the way. And most recently, the ladies rugby has joined the derby stride as well. And then on top of that, the bowls. And now, this year, it's the paddle teams as well. So what a derby. What an action-filled arena. If you need to go to a place today, Olympia's Gemsbokkies Park is definitely the place to be. And just, by the way, Manette, now that I see Geraldine nicely there in shot with the flag up, she, of course, is also one of our only very few women's referees. Doesn't referee at this point in time anymore, focusing on the coaching, but she has the qualifications and has refed, I think I stand corrected, but I think a reserve game or two. So she knows her rules. And definitely comes to play when you're coaching ladies. Memory Shivikwa out to Yankees. Yankees with another big carry. It's just a few names that have really just been consistent in this match. And those two come to play as well. And Shivikwa. And not the type of you would like against your name. And that is Memory, jersey number 7, that will be seated for 10 minutes. A blow. Is this an opportunity?
I think if United can capitalize on this, they should. I believe that it's an opportunity for them to actually break through. I mean, it's unlucky for Wanderers, but I mean, they clearly show that their character shall not be affected by that
as they
card.
steal the ball back, and an opportunity to continue the fight. Auntie Nance with the carry opportunity. Oh, they had to take 3 of them to take it down.
A legend.
That is
does not go down
I
easily.
would say 5. If it was me times 5, really, she is that tough. So I completely understand. And there's a bit of a cat fight. Just a quick one. And we move on to Roy Nasi on the right-hand wing. Yankees, again, big carry. She's been instrumental. An opportunity here on the right-hand wing. And it looks like Wagner.
And that's a try.
It's Demetha Wagner. She pounced early on, couldn't reach the try line, and Mandy van Staden crossed over, but this time around, she gets the 5 points to her name.
I think it's so interesting to see that she could finally break through that line and she could finally get some points on her name. It's very cool to see that even though they've lost a player, they can still see this through.
We see, of course, Jonah van Staden again, and she's teeing up. She has been a bit unsuccessful, but she is, the way the wind is blowing currently, she is with the wind if she strikes it well enough. So maybe that will assist her, as we see Esmeralda Fuchs in your shot. Jonah van Staden.
And she just falls short.
Just short of the crossbar, and unfortunately couldn't add the additional 2 points at this point in time, just converting one try. There's another look. That is definitely out of Bishita Matude's textbook. Pick and go. And Demitha showing that she can do that on the opposite end as well. So good try there by Wondrous. Try number 6. Does it seem that United is losing a bit of their spirit at this point in time, Manete?
I think that they really look down. I think that they, you can clearly see they have not yet found one another. And I think after your first half, you would want to see your team looking really polished, especially after they come from the locker room. You'd want to see a bit more momentum. You want to see that they've cleaned up on those rookie mistakes. But yet, we have not yet seen that display from United today.
Just not yet. Maybe it's still coming as we see Roy Nasi with the pink tights. What a pickup by Buseku. A low ball on that speed is not easy. I tell you that. Out to Van Staden. Now Einman. Einman with the big run. Oh, controlled well there by the likes of Morgan. And the referee will just pull them back there. And it's a forward pass. Scrum opportunity here for United within a better distance than they were previously. I think it's a good attacking position. They could be threatening here. Of course, bearing in mind that Memory Shivikwa is still out. So they only have, at this point in time, 14 players on the pitch. Does seem that Wanderers, however, asked Lawrence to come in and be a part of the loose forwards in the absence of Memory. But Bishita
doing what she does best.
Yes, de Klerk. Now Van Wyk gives it out to Fabio. Fabio steps what? Creates an opportunity. What a step. Oh, what a dive. Just good quality rugby here between the two sides. We're seeing glimpses of brilliance from either side, and an opportunity here for United again. What are they going to do? Seems like they're still going to tap and go. Out to the left-hand side. Oof, big hit. Big hit. Knock on by Van Staden. And player down currently.
Down.
And, the medic will just be called on here. So the time has been stopped. And as the time has been stopped, of course, just some medical assistance. Do you think they've got an opportunity here, Manete? It looks like they're knocking. It looks like they are moving forward.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing much more momentum from the United side. I think that we've seen some glimpses of them having a better chemistry than earlier. I see them really pushing through and really pushing forward. I don't know that whether they can execute this, but I'm hoping for them to really finish this one and just get another try. I think that's exactly what they need, just to boost their morale just a bit more.
as we see Coach Geraldine Lowe de Klerk just trying to boost her captain's morale as well there. Just a little chat, and it seems like the referee is also just having a chat with the Wanderers players. Maybe a bit of infringements from them, possibly some final warnings also. We are not sure what they would have talked to Monday Facade in a halftime break, saw them chatting. So there might be some concerns from the referee, just discipline-wise. We already saw them losing one player to a yellow card. And that's how tight locks should be. Just walking from one scrum to another, just holding each other. We see you guys. We see you. The love is there.
And I mean, that's exactly what we want to see on the United side as well. And you can see the clear difference in the display of the rugby on this day. I think that the chemistry is just lacking a little bit on the United side today. And we've seen them do really great with their scrums.
As we see them going out to the left-hand side, it's the likes of Van Wyk. Oh, missed opportunity from both sides. Imagine that ball was not dropped. It could have been a try. Imagine that ball was picked up. It could have been a try. Either way, that was a lost opportunity for both these sides. And I think the sun is doing its job now. You can see the first game fatigue kicking in. It's about 50 minutes into the game. So,
it's not easy at all, CJ. I think also, just seeing, I need to mention that the rugby that we are seeing today is out of this world. I can see the game of rugby growing amongst the women. I can see the talent and the skill really improving. And that's exactly what we would like to see in the season.
Definitely so. As we see Wagner again, an opportunity. Can United turn the scrum around? Big push by them. Wanderers does well to keep it, but it is United's ball. What a scrum. What a scrum.
I mean, we've seen them do amazing in the scrums.
Yeah. I think this is definitely a key point for United to take away from. As we see a big carry here once again. It's open ball, very well done by Van Staden, knows the rules, came from far. She was on the other side of the line.
But I mean, we've seen Wanderers do this throughout the entire match. They steal these balls so effortless.
As we see Roy Nasi and Yankees getting together there. Oh, just mismatch there by Tauchas. Opportunity picked up by Gaia, controlled. Okay, pressure now on the Wanderers defense. Can they get back quickly? It's out to de Klerk, sends it through quickly, fast and furious to Sunny. Sunny side up is the call. Oh, Morgan has been physical. Oh, Morgan has really been putting in the work for United as well. Jersey number 8. Oh, what a catch. That's not easy to do with the sun in your eyes. And out to the left-hand side, Roberto Fabio. If there's one person I'm rooting for today that has really put up her hand, that I think deserves to get some points behind her name, it's Roberto Fabio. As we see the likes of Bonita Joseph. Now with the carry, Wanderers defense is still standing strong. Big hit there from Yankees. Out to Gaia. Gaia meets Bierkes. That's a very awkward position for Bierkes to be in. I think you would need to roll, but she did well just getting her legs out of the way.
I mean, just getting that leg up over there.
Yeah, just do something to show you really don't want to be there.
Exactly.
And unfortunate knock on there. And I think both these teams, just the fatigue is kicking in. The mistakes are creeping in. And yeah, it's just a bit of a thorn on the foot. It seems that there is I don't know, the touch judge was on the sideline there. Oh, it's Memory is back on the field. Looks like Yannicka Lawrence will stay in the scrum. And perhaps Memory will go to the back line. Yep. Now it's the opportunity for Ayman at the back. Ooh. Sure. That was a kabump. And he burst his fall. Out to the right-hand side. Opportunity here. Ever since Wanderers has scored those 2 tries on the right-hand wing, I must say United's defenses has really kicked up a notch on the wings and has really been more clinical. And a great turnover ball here by the United players. It looks like Bonita Joseph behind that one. And Soma takes a kick, tap and go. And good discipline there by Wanderers. Fell back the 10 meters immediately. Not a lot of teams get that right, not even on the men's level. And a big run by Gaia. Is showing some tough love to Beseku. It's out to the right-hand side again. De Klerk finds herself isolated. Oh, what a breakthrough. Eventually brought to ground. It looks like one of the United players again in a bit of pain. Not what you want to see at all. Out to the right-hand side. Now Morgan, oh, met by Roy Nasi. Stayed on her feet so well, Morgan.
I need to say Morgan has really showed some character throughout this entire match.
Definitely so, as we see Sunny with another good carry. Oh, turnover ball by Wanderers once again. Just when you think that United's going to get a breakthrough, Wanderers
right in front of the line.
And then you've got the kicking boot of, oh, she almost handled that so well. It's very difficult to chase a ball like that, especially facing towards the sun and then the clouds coming over cover. So your irises and pupils and things are still trying to figure out, what am I seeing?
And I mean, I've seen our Premier League men also really struggle with that one.
But yet another opportunity here for United. They still have the ball in the danger area. Perhaps this is the opportunity now for them. We just saw Wanderers stealing that ball at a crucial time. And what would be some of the things that you would want United to do, just get over that line at this point in time?
I think they need to keep the ball in hand. They need to play the ball. I don't think they should do any tricks right now. They should stick to the basics, really get that back line moving as smooth as possible, and then really just making some line breaks. That's really what we want to see. We've seen them make amazing carries. They're doing really well on their scrums, which is pretty impressive. But I would just really want to see more. I really want to see them just finish off and get that try.
Yeah, I think they have been knocking. It's only time will tell if they will be breaking through. And you can see how vocal the Wanderers scrummies are. And here, De Klerk now, opportunity. Oh, ripped out by Demetha Wagner in the tackle. And the ball again back with United now. As it did spill from a Wanderers hand. That does make sense. At least to me, in what my eyes saw in real life. And an opportunity here. Now Morgan, bit high there, but still manages to keep it on her feet, stays in the fight. Big shove there. You've got Yankees, Beseku, and the likes of Biekus all in there just to bring down Morgan. What a carry by her. What a fighter. Out to the left-hand side. Now an opportunity. There is overlap. And they need to act fast. Goes back to the right. Back to the right still. Van Wyk now isolated. Lawrence deals well with her. Again, De Klerk. Just doesn't seem like they're not finding that gap that they need. Again, Van Wyk. Oh, spills. Oh, what a coach killer moment, but they still have the opportunity. Seems like there's another card. Is there another card? The ref won't just... there you have it.
Another one for
Shade Ayman shown the way. Shade Ayman is the 8th woman. Oh, to the left. Now an opportunity. Oh! What am I watching? What? I would really like to see whether or not Jonah van Staden had a hand in that spilling out.
I mean, she's clearly shown that she can definitely get that stop in.
That was... I don't know if that was misfortune by the likes of of United, or was that just the brilliance of Jonah van Staden? If that is the case, what a try-saving tackle. But if the opportunity was missed, it's a shame. It really, really is. Wanderers now with the ball in hand. And, big push. Big
This
push.
is what we would want to see from United.
Crashes over. No. Penalty try, perhaps? No, nothing. Comes back. Quick
Comes
tap.
back.
Bishita Matuze. Can she get a second? Gives it out to the right-hand side. Oh. Held up. Looks like Wanderers got there.
Hand in there.
Yeah. Held up. What defensive effort by Wanderers.
I need to say, CJ, that today Wanderers was just the better team.
Keep your eyes
far.
on Bashita. Keep your eyes on the sniper. You see Gaia's also hungry. Morgan is there. Could this be the moment? Held up by Wanderers first time around. Is this third time lucky?
Third time's a charm.
Out to the right-hand side. Opportunity still has the ball. It is Grace with the ball. Knock on. Opportunity lost. And the ball will be turned over to Wanderers. Unfortunate.
That's just a saddening moment for this United side, especially for the coach. Seeing your team come so close and then having to just give it away.
I don't think all is lost, however. There's a lot of positives, and it's just the execution of it at the end. Just getting over that line. But credit must be given. Wanderers has been a great wall of China, like you said earlier on. They have really been putting up the defensive works. And as we see Memory back into the scrum, and as well as Lawrence. So them losing the 8th woman did not do much. They've got the likes of Roy Nasi playing the hooker now. And they have Daniela, that's the actual hooker, playing as the 8th woman now. So
I mean, it's amazing.
it's clear to see what Coach Janice wants to do here. She doesn't want to give up on her pack, and she knows that that is where the strength comes from for United.
But that's what's so important, to always have depth in your team.
What a show and go there by the captain. Opportunity. Yankees gives to Roy Nasi, out to Tauchas. Tauchas with the afterburners. Tauchas with the speed. Bashita comes from the side. What a tackle!
What a tackle
Another
from
brilliant
Bashita.
tackle by Bashita. I know normally the player of the match performance goes to the team that
The
is
winning
leading,
team.
but I must say it's really been on Bashita and the likes of Fabio, Roberta,
Definitely.
and just look at that, all that confidence, all that pace.
What a tackle from Bashita.
And Bashita's just like, where do you think you are going? Why you
Nowhere.
park the car there?
You can't buck the car there.
I will. Skla, papa. And opportunity here. Maybe that small moments like that is what keeps a team in the fight.
Exactly.
As I say that, Wanderers steals the ball in the scrap, in the line out. Tauchas again on the attack. Winger Wangle 3-4. Misses. Oh, what a run there. And it's again Bashita that brought Tauchas down. So what a defensive effort here by Bashita. Oh, Jonah van Staden just doesn't get it out to the other side. Play continues. Ball knocked on backwards. And Dmitha Wagner, imagine. Oh, what an opportunity lost. And now United has an opportunity to turn things around. Wanderers is sleeping, but immediately starts stepping up. Morgan with the ball this time. Out to the right. Big hit here. Wanderers patiently waiting for that ball to come out as Shade Langendorf brings it out. And she's met by Yannicka Lawrence with the steal, but apparently not rolling away. So she did not show daylight. That is one of the strong rules that the referees have, is to show the daylight, and I do agree fully. She was on the likes of Mshita. Fabio. She has become a bit quiet.
I think she's taken a couple of hits. She's definitely had the target on her back.
Yeah, I think the few knocks that she had does play a role. There's Liesel Tauchers in your shot. She had a break or two earlier. Great runs, but both times stopped by the elusive sniper from the United side. Wagner with another opportunity here for the Wanderers girls. Shoves it in, a lot better scrum. But nope. Now it looks like another yellow card. Ooh. Bishita did not hear the whistle. It seems that there will be a yellow card. It looks like Daphne Baseku that has been sent to the posts as well.
CJ, it seems like they've got 2 players off the field at this given moment.
Daphne Baseku is the other yellow card for Wanderers. So it's both Shade Ayman and Daphne Baseku with yellow cards now. So now an opportunity for United. Wanderers down to 13 players on the field. As we see the likes of Fabio and Van Wyk coming together again. They've done some brilliant things in this match together. Bishita. And still Bishita out. Gives it to Ruud. Ruud with a strong carry. Takes a lot to stay on her feet just to get her teammates back into it. De Klerk gives it to Van Wyk. Out to Fabio. Big tackle there. Still hard fight here from United. Still the heart in the game. Still the heart in the game as we see Shade now with the ball. Gives it out. A loop-de-doop. She finds her man. However, big fend there. Looks like Memory being a nuisance once again. It's a kind of thorn in the foot you'd like as a coach, but not for the opposition.
Of course not.
Just looks like Wanderers' discipline costing them a few meters at this point in time. They've been pushed back quite a bit in the last few minutes.
And we want to see United capitalizing on that. We want to see United really, really taking these moments and these opportunities to just get past that try line.
At the 70-minute mark, the score currently stands at 32 for Wanderers, and for the hosts it is 5 points, and maybe an opportunity lurking in the near future for them, as Manetti said, just to capitalize and put some more points on the scoreboard. Oh, step there. It's not everyone that can say they step on nets. The Klerk has that one.
Privilege.
What a privilege, yeah. I think the Klerk feels honored. And then we got Fabio. Oh, but Yankees. Yankees has been at it.
Right in there again.
She's been like, where you think you're going? Morgan. Oh, great carry. Wins 3 meters or 2. Ball still available for United. To the left now. Van Wyk. Oh, loses it in the contact, but will come back. Offside is the call from the referee for Wanderers. And now Bonita Joseph taking matters into her own hands, carries it up to the 5-meter line. 5 meters between, and Bishita.
Oh, and we've been waiting for this moment.
If you can't go around her,
you go over her.
What a moment for Bishita.
And I mean, we've been saying that we've been waiting for this moment for United, but the fact that it is Bishita that scored the try, obviously a solid contender for player of the match, should they have been in the lead.
Definitely so. What a moment for Bishita. She's really been such a staple for the United team. And we can see Roberta Fabio will be stepping up for the kicker. So 10 points, and now the score to 32 in favor of Wanderers. Here's just another look. Of course, picks it up at the back of that ruck, crashes over. This time she's got the number of Jonah van Staden. And this one goes to the bragging rights, goes to... Sure, normally we just see bumps like that from the forwards.
Wow.
What a moment. What a try. Steps up Fabio, can she convert? Strikes it, just too low, just doesn't get the angle right. And the score remains 10 points to 32 in favor of Wanderers. And that is the end of the match as well. That is the end of the match here at Gemsbokkies Park between these two. What a moment to end the match on, of course, is that try from Bishita. And what a game here. What are your takeaways from this game, Manetti? What do we have in store for us when it gets to this season? I mean, the last 5 minutes or so, 6 minutes, Wanderers has played with 13 players on the pitch and still managed to keep United at bay for a majority of it.
Well, CJ, I need to mention that that's very dangerous. You do not want to put your team in such a position. So I definitely think that Wanderers will have to clean up on their discipline. They'll have to clean up those moments, because it's a little moment like that and one small gap that costs you a game in the future. I mean, definitely we've seen that United can bring something different to the game of rugby. We've seen what they can do. Today, obviously, they have fell short. But we do not know what getting 2 yellow cards would cost you in the future. Obviously, you're not seeing United fight off, finish this game with a big fight at the end of this match is so amazing. We did not want to lose United all the way through, and to see them honestly fighting till the end is honestly amazing. Seeing Bishita, we've got some commotion on the field. I think that's just the discipline that we've been speaking about from the Wanderer side. We really need them to clean up on that discipline. It's amazing to see the friendship between these two teams. Rivalries on the pitch, friends from the pitch. So we're going to take it to the field as we just talk to some of the captains.
What a match there at the end of this. Of course, Wanderers taking the victory, 32 points to 10 at the end of this opening match of the 2026 season. Of course, I am joined now by the winning coach, as Janice Beekers. Janice, congratulations. Was this part of your game plan going into this match? 32 points to 10.
Yeah, no, it wasn't part of a game plan. I think both teams after the 10s were really preparing at the best. Because both teams are actually very unpredictable when they play against each other, which made it quite difficult to prepare for this game, because they've got a lot of experience, we've got experience, so it makes it difficult for a coach to actually just focus on certain things. All I say to my girls is just like, go out there, play your heart out and keep the structures that we practice, because stick to the basics. Basics is how you win the game. So that was the whole game plan. Stick to the basics and, yeah, defend your heart out.
Coach, what do you make of that first 10 minutes? Of course, we saw 3 tries ran in by Wanderers. Of course, a new player hitting the first try. Jonah van Staden, absolutely brilliant with a binne buite and just really getting you guys over the line.
Yeah, it's been quite tough because you have players leaving and then you have to coach new players, the new skills and start at. Luckily, a lot of our players are very committed to this team and the purpose and the goal we set out for this year. And getting in a young talent like Anshel coming in, playing with a Jonah that has the year experience, it actually helps a lot for them to actually just pick her up, and it makes her more motivated to perform with the team. And she was very impressive today. So at the end of the day, it's all about, comes back to the development of younger players and getting them to also just become part of a structured team. That's how we're going to grow the game. And yeah, developing young talent, that's the purpose.
Well, congratulations, Coach, and the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our supporters and our sponsors as well. Thank you.
There you have it, of course, the coach of Wanderers just giving us her thoughts on that match. Now, I did tell you in the commentary booth that we have not just one female coach, but 2. And the lady that has been, of course, captaining the side in the past now steps into a full coaching role. Geraldine, first and foremost, congratulations for this year's coaching. Coach, not maybe the results you wanted on the day?
Yeah, definitely not the results what we wanted today. I mean, but it's been rough for us at this point. We still have to get our feet, and I think many people moved into new roles, which you just have to adjust. It's the first game of the year. There's many games still coming, and I believe in my team. I think the next one will improve on each game that we're going to play. I am thankful for this game today. This showed me where I need to work on and what is the weak point on my team. So for my side, I'm happy for my girls. I think we'll work on our weaknesses and also we'll start working on our fitnesses. And then most of all, I think today everybody had a chance to play. Even the new players that had never played before, they had a chance to play today.
Coach, what are your thoughts going into the season? As you said, maybe some key moments that you can take from this to build on. What is the goal set for United Gemsbokkies for this season?
So I think this year is mostly building the team, getting back what we lost over the past few years. I think we moved out a lot of players and we moved in and out of a few players. I think what is most importantly for this year is that we have players in Windhoek and not 90% of our players are out Windhoek. So we have a 90% inside Windhoek which we can work with and a 10% outside of Windhoek. So for us it's all about just getting back what we lost over the past few years and working on the squad team to make them the excellent team in the future.
Coach, maybe lastly, I just want to say congratulations to United. 110 years, that takes some making. But how do you feel as a women's coach standing on this turf with a women's game and being part of this 110-year legacy?
Well, United has always been a good club for us. I think they look after us very well. I'm super proud to be part of this club. I will not move anywhere in my life. I'm here, I'm blue, I die blue. My husband is blue, my boy is blue. My team is blue. And they say, the bloed is blauw.
Congratulations, Coach, with 110 and the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, of course. Both coaches have a lot to take out of this game and super excited for the season that lays ahead. Of course, loads to look forward to. Of course, we also had the debutants in action in Okahanya Park as Coastal Women's took on the Highlanders. So that will also be an interesting result. So keep an eye on our Facebook pages to make sure you don't miss those results. We will be back later on as we bring you the Premier League, the cream of the crop, and it's happening right here. Don't move your feet.
by Ashoka Chula Chula and African Stars clash at 4:30 p.m. While on Sunday in the reverse fixtures, Chula Chula take on Comas Nampo starting at 1 p.m, ending the day with Teke Palace versus African Stars at 3:30. Catch all the action on NBC as well as on our YouTube channel, NBC Sport MA. The Baby Gladiators' road to the World Cup intensifies this Sunday. The under-17 national side faces a stand test against Kenya in the first leg of the qualifiers at the Unam Stadium. Catch the action live on NBC.